Hi everyone, I'm Lady Werewolf. I have asked on my Facebook recently what my viewers would like to see in my new voiceover video, and I was asked to talk about what's the hardest part of painting for me. Well, there is several things. First of all, to even start painting, I can't feel very emotional. I should be relatively calm. I especially can't be mad at anything because any single mistake or wrong brushstroke will make it even worse. Secondly, because painting is a deep focus for me, I can't be distracted too much. I like to watch shows or movies while I paint, but only ones that won't make me focus too much on them instead of on the painting. If that's not enough, too much motion inside my field of view will distract me too, and I'll have to focus again. Because of a lot of focusing, after several hours of painting, I'm usually mentally tired and physically hungry. But that may be caused by paint fumes, I don't know. These were the reasons I needed a separate room or studio where I could paint in peace, and also a better easel that wouldn't move when I breathed at it too much. Another hard part of painting is sketching. This of course happens before painting as such, but I consider it a part of the painting process. And it's a very important part. It has to be done well, especially all the proportions and distances, because if you fail at sketching them well, you'll have to repaint most of your work later. Of course, I'm using acrylics to paint, so the sketch is not visible at all in the end, so I can skip the details while sketching, but the major things have to be sketched super good in order to have a good final result too. But anyway, the sketch is a topic for a separate video. Sometimes I get into a state you could call a mini art block. What I mean is, sometimes I just can't paint details at all, or the opposite. Painting big areas is like a torture and they don't even come out right. Fortunately, I usually have enough art problems to solve in my paintings to still move the work forward when I totally don't feel like painting a face, for example. The real problem starts when there's only one thing left to finish and it's not this thing's day. That's when I just have to force myself to paint it until it looks tolerable. And yes, it may take long hours in such a day. From the things that are hard to paint for me, the worst is background, especially if it involves trees or bushes, generally a lot of details like branches or leaves. It somehow happened that I actually painted some leaves and trees in the past, and yet they are still problematic for me. As you may know, the things that are hard to do are usually the most rewarding too, so I'm always very proud of myself when I manage to make the leaves look pretty. Additionally, I try improving myself by not only not avoiding, but actually drawing and painting exactly the things that are difficult for me, because there's no other way to learn them. And I think these three things are the hardest parts of painting for me. And while sketching and leaves aren't exactly a big problem, because a sketch has to be done before every painting anyway, and painting leaves can be made easy by just learning them, the right mood can be an issue sometimes. And it's the main thing that causes me painting not often enough. You see, I have a full-time job and after I come back home, I'm too tired to stay focused for several more hours. The struggle is real here, but I do try to do my best at painting digital and traditional whenever I can. And this is why I'll end the video here. You know, the paintings won't finish themselves. Thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to my patrons at Patreon. You are the best. Kisses to you all and have a great week. See you next time!